Park Avenue and Kennedy Street. This is WOON, Woonsocket Radio, ON, AM, and FM.
Yay! Woo! Hello, everybody, and welcome to the 2022 edition of the famous Milk Fund Radio Auction here on ON, AM, and FM radio. Yeah, we'll get back to Chuck Matthews a little bit later on. But right now, it's time for us to enjoy a little bit of fun with a little special purpose to it as well. And that, my friends, is the Milk Fund. You know, every year here in Woonsocket, we have a special little charity. It's Woonsocket's own charity. It's what we do for our fellow Woonsocket people and people in the local area, not just the city, of course, but in the surrounding area, to help them out in the next year. And just to give you a quick little synopsis, way back in the 1800s, at the Woonsocket Family and Child Service, when Mom would go in and have the kids checked out by the doctor and stuff like that, if Mom was having a hard time making ends meet or the kids needed a little extra milk, there was a little jar on the doctor's desk called the Milk Fund. And it would be funded each year, and he'd give a little bit of money to Mom to help out and get some extra milk for the kids to help them get better faster. As time went along, the Great Depression came, and in the 1930s. And in 1932, the folks at the Woonsocket Family and Child Service went to Buell Hudson, the publisher of the Woonsocket Call, and said, will you do a subscription for it, because times are so bad here during the Depression, there's no more money in the milk jar, and there's a line out the door to get milk. And so they did. That first year in 1932, $600 was raised to buy milk for people, to fill up that milk jar that was called the Milk Fund. $600 was a lot of money back in 1932 because milk was just pennies per quart. And then, of course, as time went along, things got bigger and better, and the radio stations came along in the 1940s. We joined in on the effort with the Call, and we still continue it today, and the Woonsocket Call still has a seat on the board. And, of course, in the 1990s, we ended up having to be an incorporated charity because the government really hates unincorporated charities. And so now it's Milk Fund Incorporated is a 501c3, and yes, you can get a tax-deductible gift depending on your tax circumstances with the Milk Fund. You can just look that right up on the IRS website, and it says it right there. All right, now that gives you a little basic thing. Now, what we do during the course of... thank you, Joe. You're very thoughtful. What we do during the course of our Milk Fund auction, this is just something we've been doing here at the radio station. We've always been a part of the Milk Fund at one thing or another. The Milk Fund auction itself started way back in the 1970s on WWON, back when we had our original call letters on the Coffee Ann Show, and we would auction off things like a wonderful hard candy wreath, which was handmade as hundreds and hundreds of pieces of hard candy were sewn to a form that made a great wreath. It'd take you all year to eat that candy.
Take you all year to make it.
Yeah. Well, it took most of the year for wonderful Claire Lamontagne to make that. She was one of our neighbors on Getchell Avenue, a neighbor of the radio station, and she brought it in, and over the course of a couple of weeks, the bids went up and up and up, and we raised money for the Milk Fund that way. That was the genesis of it all. And then there were other Milk Fund auctions, but finally they petered out, and here we are doing ours. We're delighted to tell you that our Milk Fund auction has taken the place of honor and is one of the major sources of income for our Milk Fund appeal. A couple more things about the Milk Fund appeal. Our appeal chair, Lisa Carcefaro, was planning on being with us this evening. However, a family matter came up, and she's had to beg off. We have a special guest auctioneer we'll introduce in just a moment. And what we're here to do is to take all the items that have been donated by and picked up by our committee, donated by businesses and friends all over the Blackstone Valley, and we're going to auction them off to the highest bidder for cash for the Milk Fund. Now, let's see. Last year, we had a very, very good year. Well, it went up well over $10,000. Year before that, the same. This year, we have some different circumstances for the Milk Fund, and I think you all know about them. Inflation is hitting everybody and everything hard. And this is what we're observing at the Milk Fund Board. We're seeing that we have to make an adjustment in the income criteria, because now, because of the cost of heat and lodging and food going up so much, you can earn more dollars and still not be able to afford the food and milk and bread and everything that you normally would want for your family in abundance, especially Category 3 of eligibility, which is our seniors with nutritional needs. The second criteria, of course, is the recently unemployed. The first criteria, the first eligibility criteria, the working poor, has taken on a new definition in these last couple of years, and this year especially. And so, as you can now earn a larger amount of money in your family and still be deemed eligible for Milk Fund benefits, the pressure is on us to raise more money. So the Milk Fund has done something now that it hasn't done in the last 10 or 15 years. We forget when the last one was. We have set a goal for the Milk Fund appeal for 2022. It's just a few $1,000s more than we did last year, so we think it's quite attainable, but we're very concerned about a backslide when we're going to have so many more people needing help that didn't get it before and being eligible for it that weren't eligible for it before. We have set a goal for $60,000.
All right.
And right now, we have to start putting in $1. And we're going to do that. We're going to ask for a $1 per call pledge. We always do that in our Milk Fund auctions. So call, the telephone number to remember is 766-1240. That's 7ON-1240, 766-1240. We have volunteer operators standing by in the office to take your calls. So call that number now if you'd like to make an in-memory gift or just a plain gift. Here, I'll give you $5 or 25 or whatever you want, or match the $1 per call. The $1 per call is when we're done, all the calls that we received bids with during the course, say it was 21 calls we have between now and 5 o'clock. Then whoever pledged the $1 per call would give us $21. You can make it a memory gift. You can just put your own name. You can do it anonymously. It's up to you. But we do need someone to call in for the $1 per call. And now would be a very good time to do that before we get all into all the different stuff. All right. Yes, Joe? All right. We have, yes, okay. Let's get to the underwriters next. This is a good time to do that. For our Milk Fund radio auction, we have found that it has become a huge, huge task. Yes, it's one of the major sources of income for our Milk Fund appeal, but a small business like our radio station, and despite what you might think about it, it's a small family business run by mom and pop. It's impossible during our busy season of the year to do this without underwriters to help pay for the extra things. Extra things like things that we have to pay cash for, like extra help. Extra things that we have to pay cash for, like credit card charges. People are using plastic all the time now. Mm-hmm. And the banks have absolutely no compunction about charging us 3%, 4%, 2.5%, or whatever on your purchase when you use plastic cards. And we're just happy to do that because underwriters pay for all that. And our underwriter for the very first segment of our Milk Fund radio auction, and I understand they also signed up to do the very last segment on Friday the 23rd of our Milk Fund radio auction. There will be 25 total auctions this year. Our underwriter is the Navigant Credit Union. They do so much for us all year long. They underwrite our studio here. Of course, lots of spots, the morning weather show, the news, Coffee and we can't thank Navigant Credit Union enough. I hope that you'll remember to thank them next time you see them and consider being a member if you're not already. Navigant Credit Union is our underwriter for this portion of our Milk Fund radio auction. Now let's meet our guest auctioneers for the day. We have over there in this corner, Adam Bernetti.
Yay.
From the DWC and lately of the Don Brunell show. He was one of the triumvirate that came in to talk to Don Brunell earlier today.
Yep.
And what a guy. And so when Lisa had a family issue come up, then we asked Adam. He says, "You betcha I'll be there in 5 minutes," and he was here in 6. But we're not going to take that away from him. It must have been a stoplight out of
Absolutely.
synchronization somewhere. And Joe's son, AJ, because Joe believes in nepotism, that's why we hired his brother to do all the football games. You'll have to step this way. Don't put your.
There we go.
AJ is here for the holiday, and he's dropped in as well to take care of business. So he's going to be our special gopher, and Adam will play our Vanna White.
Oh, yeah, it's the role I was born to play there, Dave.
All right. Okay, so we're still waiting for our dollar per call. Call 766-1240. It's toll-free if you live in the 401 area, or if you have a cell phone that gives you toll-free calls or stuff like that. It's 401-766-1240. You need $1 per call. Like I say, you can make it in memory. A lot of people do that. And we have a dozen great items to bring up in front of you today on our Milk Fund auction. So let's get right to it, shall we?
All right.
Right now, down at the Depot Square, here in Woonsocket, here's something that's a gift certificate. It's a gift certificate, and I'm holding it in my hand right here. This is for the Polar Express. This Polar Express show has been sold out for weeks and weeks, probably months. Right after Autumn Fest, I think they sold the last of the seats. And folks, it's like this. There are 400 people on each train every day that go. Mm-hmm. And they come to Woonsocket. A lot of them from out of town. But a lot of folks say, hey, I'd like to go. And it's sold out. However, the Blackstone Valley Tourism Council set aside 2 tickets on the Comet car. That all the cars have names for the reindeer, you see, Dasher, Dancer, and Penelope, and the rest of that.
That's not a
Cupid
reindeer
and Comet
there,
and
Dave.
stuff like that. And so anyway, there are 2 seats on the Comet car right here in my hand, and all you have to do is be the high bidder on this. Now, folks, it's like this. It's very simple. The donor value on this is $150 for the 2. That's $75 each seat. And they will be leaving. You want to be at the depot here in Woonsocket at 3:30 next Friday, a week from today.
December 2nd.
December 2nd. And you get a chance to enjoy everything that the Polar Express can offer. They have a new village, a city village there with places to take pictures, additional restrooms, photo ops, and souvenirs if you want them too. And then you get to the North Pole just about the time it gets dark, and the lights come up on the 50-foot-high Christmas tree.
Oh, nice.
And the elves will greet you all, and my understanding is that Santa will come back on the train with you back to Woonsocket, which is kind of cool when you stop and think about that. And you'll have a chance to have pictures taken with Santa in the Great Room and lots of other different things I can't get into right now. Polar Express is sold out. It's the pride of Woonsocket, and I have 2 tickets here donated to us by the Blackstone Valley Tourism Council to raise money for the Milk Fund, and they're up for bid right now. If we don't get a fantastic bid on these right now today, I will hold these over to another day so more people can see them. All right? Because we don't have the same traffic on the roads and the same people listening in the cars today because not everybody went to work today. Do you see what I'm saying? So it's okay, folks. Let's get right to it, though. But get up and give us a bid there for the Polar Express train ride, 3:30 next Friday, the 2nd of December, for 2 seats in the Comet car. All right. Well, that's the first item up for bid at the auction. Adam, why don't you show us what you have over there?
Oh, boy, I got a lot of things. We'll go with the Wilson basketball. This is a $25 value. Once the camera gets, there we go, we're getting there.
That's it. Zoom out while you're searching, Joe, and then you'll find it. There
So, all right, so we have this beautiful Wilson basketball, $25 value, donated by Allie Costafaro, who is Lisa Costafaro's daughter. I believe today is actually Allie's birthday.
It is.
So happy birthday, Allie.
I hear
thank
she's
you
17
for,
today.
17, yes.
Wow.
So thank you for your donation, Allie. And I don't know how to play sports, but I'm
dribble
sure
it,
someone...
Adam. Bounce it up and down.
Joe, that's asking a lot of me.
Just
okay?
like you do with your sippy cup. You dribble it.
But yeah, so $25 value. It's a Wilson NCAA sponsored
See,
ball.
you said that right.
Okay, well, I can speak, Joe. Yeah.
He didn't go NCAA,
right.
You didn't stumble over it.
Yeah, you know, listen, I'm Vanna White. I can't stumble. I can't afford to do that here.
Right.
But yeah, so we have it's got a high definition pebble, whatever that is. Apparently, it's a greater grip from a raised pebble.
Yes.
Deep channel construction, recessed channels. I'm just reading off the box here, folks.
Yes.
And a premium carcass construction. Now that's a term to use for a basketball there. But yeah, What else we got? It's a Street Shot. They are really pushing this high definition Pebble cover on it.
Well, ask AJ. AJ
Yeah.
understands these
Yeah,
things.
do you know sports?
Yeah.
Well, I
It
know
means
a
that
little
you
bit
can
about
grab the
basketball.
ball and it's less likely to slip out of your hand.
Ah, okay.
Now, I was in a television auction on Channel 36 one time. Somebody actually took the basketball and started bouncing it on the floor. We left this inside the box so that you don't have to be concerned about Adam doing that. He's not going to dribble with your basketball right
good,
here.
yeah.
It's brand new in the box, and it's beautiful. It's the Wilson basketball.
You might lose a
did you
window
say
if
you
I
had to
tried.
do something here?
It's break time.
It's break time. Oh, 4:15 already.
Yeah.
Well, listen, folks, call in 766-1240. Make sure the phones work here. And call in, and somebody out there volunteer to give us $1 per call today on our very first Milk Fund auction. Hit it. 766-1240.
Credit Union 101. A credit union is not a big bank. The difference is a big bank is owned by shareholders. A credit union is owned by its members. A credit union can offer everything a big bank does, like providing cutting-edge digital tech. And a credit union does one thing better than any big bank. It cares for its members. In fact, caring is in our DNA. Navigant Credit Union. All the big bank tech without the big bank. Member NCUA.
Rhode Island's #1 steak and seafood restaurant is here in Woonsocket at Market Square, and it's River Falls Restaurant. The special this Friday is fish and chips for only $9.99. This special is good on Fridays from 11:30 to 6. And the Saturday special is a chef special. This changes every week. River Falls Restaurant is open Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, 11:30 to 9. Friday and Saturday, 11:30 to 10. And Sunday, 11:30 to 4. River Falls Restaurant has a different lunch special every day from 11:30 to 4. Make plans to visit River Falls Restaurant today. They are located on the banks of the Blackstone River in Market Square, Woonsocket.
Thank you very much, River Falls. They're also helping us out here with the auction as well. But now, friends, our underwriter this time around is Navigant Credit Union for this half hour of our auction. We've already had 2 items put up there. The Polar Express tickets for next Friday at 3:30. And the Wilson basketball. I'm going to tell you about this, and Vanna is going to demonstrate our Bulova wood wall clock. Folks, when Joe Nato came by and took pictures to put in the Woonsocket Call newspaper, he made sure he got a picture of this one. And I'm telling you a few things about this. Now, you may be listening on the radio. You'll have to picture what I'm telling you. And if you're not listening on the radio, you get a chance to see it. Because, of course, if you can go to our YouTube channel, that's the one, YouTube channel, or Facebook Live, or Twitter, or our Daily Motion pages, we are streaming this in color for you live with sound and everything. So you get a chance to see it right there. So pick up your phone and go to any of those things, Woonsocket Radio's Facebook page, Twitter page, or our Daily Motion page, plus YouTube. You can watch our auction right there on the big screen you've nailed to the wall of your living room simply by going to YouTube and stream the On Worldwide channel. All right, let's get back to the auction item now. It's the Bulova wood wall clock. It has a pendulum and all the rest of it. It has Westminster chimes. We're not going to show you the chimes, and we're not going to show you the pendulum, and I'll tell you why we're not doing that. This is no fooling around. This is a gorgeous, gorgeous piece. This is a beautiful wood wall clock. This is not the stuff that you get at the discount store. This comes from Piet Jewelers. They have fine, fine merchandise at Piet Jewelers. And because it is so nice, I have decided to leave it in its packing box because we don't want anything to go wrong with it. So you have to understand that we left it in the packing box. We've taken the protective plastic and we pulled it down, but not all the way down because we would have to take it out of the box to do it. And we haven't attached the pendulums because they could be damaged in shipping. But they're all there. Everything's all set to go. But you can take a look at that beautiful, beautiful clock. Now, for the radio listeners, it's a deep, dark, etched wood with lots of carving and intricate detail. And then there's the door that opens up where you would adjust your pendulums and all. The clock, Joe, how would you describe the hands of the clock? It's a very ornate.
Iron.
It's
kind of a wrought
It's an
iron.
ornate. It's an
Yes.
ornate picture. Let me take a look at it right there. Yeah, yeah. It's yeah. Get a nice little close up over there. And
Those are the
you've
hands
got the
right
regular
there.
numbers 12 through 1 through 12, and then you've got kind of a gold bezel there and black hands pointing to each. That may be going too far, Joe.
Too close.
Yeah, that's right.
Too
half
close.
of the face is off the screen. All right. So anyway, the folks listening on the radio would probably get a big charge out of that. But right now it says 17 minutes after 5. It will be working when you get it. We're leaving it in the box because let's face it, the donor value on this clock, and this is no kidding, folks, is $375 from Piet Jewelers. And I'll tell you, that's a good price for something so nice. You put that on the wall in your home, and it'll be something that'll make memories for many, many years. Your kids, your grandkids will listen to it. They'll recognize it. It's kind of like what a grandfather clock does, only it's really small and can fit in an apartment.
Looks about 2 feet high, maybe 2.5 feet high.
It might be 2.5 feet high is a good guess, Joe.
Thank you.
2.5 feet high is a good guess. And how wide is it? I'd say it's about
18
15 inches.
All right. I say
15
18, but
inches
okay.
wide. But you got to figure the packing.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just a beautiful piece. So once again, we spent a little extra time to tell you about it this time. And if we can't get a really good bid on this right now, then we will show this again tomorrow with Romeo or on Monday until we can get the right bidder to see it. Okay?
Dave, I'll do the $1 per call.
You're going to do the dollar per call, Joe?
We'll kick that off.
Are you going to do it in memory of anybody?
We'll do it in memory of my dad,
Okay.
Bill Callahan.
Okay. I got to write that down so somebody else keep talking.
And you spell Bill Bill. Callahan, you should know.
I would hope so.
How many Q's in Callahan?
35. So
Yeah.
I'm short a Q.
see?
Okay. All right. Got it written
That's
down.
why your name's always the longest on the Autumn Fest website.
It is.
You
That's
know, just sitting there for hours typing cues.
And they're all silent.
And now it's time. Now it's time for people to start calling in. And so we've shown you the clock. We've shown you the Polar Express tickets, the Wilson basketball. Now let's get to some other really neat stuff we have over here. The Harvest Wreath. Now we need some help on this. There. Don't bounce this one on the floor either. The Harvest Wreath is here. This is. Let's describe the colors, Adam.
Oh, well, this is very hard. Which camera am I going? Here. All right, now this is a very beautiful harvest wreath. We got some sunflowers, wonderful shades of orange and red mixed in. Got some acorns going around it, some autumn leaves surrounding it, and this was donated by Anonymous with a.
I love Anonymous. They give us so much stuff.
And they it has a donor value of $27.
So the Harvest Wreath is up at $27. The Wilson basketball, by the way, there's no bid on it, but the donor value is $27, what I should have said. The Wilson basketball, $25 donor value, $150 for the Polar Express tickets for next Friday at 3:30 on the Polar Express. The Bulova wood wall clock from Piet's is $375 donor value. Looking for our first bid on all those items right now.
And me trying to explain sports, priceless.
There you go. So let's get some other things that people would want to bid on. We have one more of the larger items right now, and this is something that's quite interesting. Don Nichinsky sent this along, and it's the Beatles poster. Now I have to tell you about this. Those of you who are into the Beatles, you can enjoy looking at John, Paul, George, and Ringo when they were teenagers.
Yeah, that's a young picture.
This is going back to like 1964, 65, somewhere in there. You can tell that they're in England, that it's in the middle of the winter.
How can you tell they're in England?
The slush.
Yeah, that looks like more like a Capitol building.
Capitol building.
Yeah.
In America.
Oh, I'm
That's
sorry.
DC.
They are on the national lawn.
Well, gee whiz.
National Mall,
Why
yeah.
is-
National
why
Mall,
is it
yeah.
Why is it all snow?
It's wintertime.
Yeah, and their
Hey,
mop
we're in
tops
New
are
England.
blowing
It
in the
snows a
wind.
lot here.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, I see what you're looking at. The Edsel is parked on the right
That's
side.
right.
Of the
Yeah.
That's over there.
And you know, I didn't notice the Capitol building in the back.
Right, yeah, the giant Capitol building right there.
Well, thanks for cleaning me up on that one.
We are here for you, Dave, no matter what.
All right. So anyway, Don Jaczynski, I didn't see him when he brought this in, so I didn't get the description. I'm just looking at it. But anyway, donor value is 20 buckaroos on this. Now, I always tell you, this is not brand new. This is not in mint condition. This is in used condition. It's on fiberboard, not fiberboard. What do I
like
call it?
kind
Foam
of
board.
foam,
board.
yeah.
Foam board, okay.
It is a photograph on foam board. And what are the dimensions?
34 by 23.
34 inches wide by 24 inches tall. And it is unframed. And so you can see it on the corners. There's a little wear. But anybody who likes the Fab Four or wants to have that kind of motif decorating their cave, then this will be great for them. And it's a donor value of $20. So the Beatles poster, and it's in color, right?
Oh, yes.
Yes, and you know, Dave, it was printed in England, so you were somewhat right on that.
Well, thank you. I know I read that it was printed in England, and I was misled. So sorry. Well, they must have taken the photographs back on the boat. All right, getting back into this. So we've got the Bulova wall clock worth $375. Looking for a bid there. The Beatles poster for the wall, 30-something by 23.
34 by
34
23.
by 23, worth $20. Looking for a bid on that. We've got the Polar Express tickets for next week. Polar Express, $150 is the donor value on that. Wilson basketball, donor value is $25. Harvest wreath, $27 is the dollar value on that. We're looking for our first bids of the auction. Joe's going to match you dollar for call. All right, let's get to some of our interesting items that people always love to bid on.
Like
bid
what?
early and bid often. Yes, it's true, folks. Roger and Kim and the gang at the Little General stores have sent over incredible enough gift cards, $5 gift cards for Little General, so that we can give you $5 gift cards. Donor value of $25. Up for bid at the auction right now. Get up and call them right now. The Little General gift cards are back for another season. And we have 5 of them right there, so give us a call. You can bid on 1. You can bid on 2. A lot of people like to bid on 5.
All 5, yeah, that's right.
You can give us different dollar amounts and stuff like that. Anybody who overbids gets bells.
Oh boy, we got them ready.
We always give bells on overbids. Okay? And then, so that's pretty good. What else do we have over here that's a nice little thing? How about a $10 Dunkin' Donut card? 766-1240. Get up and call them right now if you want the Dunkin' Donut gift card worth $10 right there. We also have a $10 gift certificate to Chan's Fine Oriental Dining down on Main Street in Woonsocket. This gets the phones ringing all the time. All right, so get up and call in on these great gift cards. And the Christmas Tree Shop sent along a $25 gift certificate.
Nice.
Christmas Tree Shop. There you go. We've got more stuff coming up for bid on the auction. What are we doing for time over there? Looks like we're about 27 after.
Yes.
Let's just keep putting things up over here because people want to hear everything when they start bidding. They're afraid to miss the next item by being on the telephone. We get it. All right. Who's going to model our Nerf 10 Super Soaker?
Here we go. Now this is more my style. This is what I would use growing up as a kid. I got to work on some commercials on this when I worked at Hasbro. But this is the Nerf Super Soaker Dino Squad water gun, donated by Darren C. with a $10 donor value. We're moving the camera. All right,
Yeah.
now, camera 3 now. 1. Look at that. We're getting fancy here.
You're up in the world.
That's all I want, Joe. That's all I want.
All right, now hold it still.
Well, I'm trying to read the packaging. This is the Raptor Surge Dino Squad Super Soaker.
For ages 6+.
6+, and you know what? This is perfect. I'm still in
So
that age
basically,
range.
it's a plastic gun that you put water in and you can squirt people.
You can squirt people.
Or you can squirt other things with it if you don't want to squirt people.
They're not like the squirt guns we had as kids, Dave. This
this
is
is super
rapid
soaker.
fire stuff. This is getting really wet kind of stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Super Soaker. Donor value is $10, right, Adam?
Yes, sir.
And do we have the name of the donor?
It is donated by Darren C.
Thank you, Darren. All right. I believe
We have our first bids, Dave. Do you want to get to those?
we will get to the bids. Yes, but let's put these last things up here. What do we got here?
Okay.
All right. Let's take a look and see what's going on. Tony D is our first bidder of the season, and she's putting $5 on the $10 Dunkin' Donuts card. I can do that, Tony. No problem at all. Thank you very much. And then there's also a bid on the Little General cards. She's bid $4 on each of the 5. That's a $20 bid right now. $4 on each of the 5 from Tony D. Thank you, Tony. 766-1240. Raise some money for our favorite charity, the Milk Fund. It's the Woonsocket Milk Fund, right here on ON, AM, and FM radio, and streaming live all over the place on every doggone social channel we could get a stream on. So there you go. We're not proud. We'll put it everywhere. There you go. We even put it on Twitter. Thank you, Mr. Musk, for allowing us to put it on Twitter and not blackballing us. All right.
No, he
moving
likes
along.
us.
Well, he can take a joke, that guy. Can't he?
Yes.
Last time someone made a joke, he bought Twitter. So who knows?
All right. So the Food Network egg steamer is next. I've never seen an egg steamer. This is our next item up for bid of the auction. Here we go.
So this is, as you said, the egg steamer. It's a pressure cooker with a $15 donor value. And once again, this was donated by Darren C. It can fit. It's
You have the pressure cooker. This is the caddy you put the eggs in when you put them in the pressure cooker, right?
How many
Looks
eggs does
like
that hold?
It looks
Adam?
like it holds up to 14 eggs at once.
Wow.
It can be used also as a steamer, and it fits nicely into the pressure cooker. I would hope so if that's what it's marketed as.
Yes.
It fits pressure cookers 6 quarts and larger.
Right. And
There's a
what's the
recipe?
donor value on it?
$15.
$15 for the Food Network egg steamer caddy, which goes into your pressure cooker. This is cool. And by the way, friends, in case you were wondering, you don't have to call and ask. It does brown eggs and white eggs.
It does both. It doesn't
equally
discriminate.
well. It does not
Excellent.
discriminate. It does
All right.
brown eggs and white eggs. It shows it right in the picture. They're peacefully coexisting, awaiting being steamed.
Absolutely, and it is dishwasher safe and made of stainless steel.
All right. Dave, we want to thank Navigate Credit Union for being
Are
our
we
underwriter.
already to the end of this
Yep,
segment?
and
I'll
so
be a
now
son of a gun.
now we move on.
Yes, we have to. Thank you, Navigant Credit Union. We're going
They'll
to take
be
a
back.
quick break. But before we do, we'll just take a look at the bid board. Okay, we've got $5 bid on the $10 Dunkin' Donut card, and we got $4 on each of the $5 value little general cards from Tony D. Let's get the phones ringing here, folks. It's kind of a sleepy day here, day after Thanksgiving. Same thing last year, by the way, I noticed. And it picked up toward the end. So get up and call in. Call your friends. Tell everybody the Milk Fund auction is on. And we've got bargains right here where you can shop at home, shop in your car, shop anywhere you are that you can just join in and shop with us. The number to call, 401-766-1240, and place your bids. We'll be right back with more of the Milk Fund auction till 5.
Christmas is a special season of cheer with holly berries and hot cider and a decorated wreath on your front door. Wishing you a very Merry Christmas from Diane's Barber Stylist, 43 Farm Street in Blackstone. And Diane says many thanks to all her customers for their support this year. Keep in mind that a gift certificate from Diane's Barber Stylist would make a great Christmas gift idea, don't you think? Remember to call 508-883-9917 for Diane's Barber Stylist.
When you visit the Menard Locature Funeral Homes website, you'll find a wealth of important information, including frequently asked questions about the various options of pre-planning funeral etiquette, visitation, personal help to help the family, and many others. Remember, pre-planning is safe and helpful to family members who may be overwhelmed with details and responsibilities. It also assures that the deceased's final wishes are met. Their website will also feature several photos of their 2 beautiful and classic funeral homes at 127 Carrington Avenue, Woonsocket, and 71 Central Street, Manville. You'll be treated with courtesy and understanding. Their main phone number is 762-1825. Menard Locature Funeral Homes.
Milk Fund auction here on ON, AM, and FM. Our thanks to Diane's Barber Stylist,
Did we
our
hear
underwriter.
a message from Diane's,
We
Joe?
did
I
hear
thought
one.
we did, yeah.
We did. They're the underwriter for this portion of the Milk Fund auction.
Diane's sweet. She's done my hair before. Unfortunately, I went out and had a shower, so the permanent came out. But
It's
that's,
still- it's
us
still
guys
gray,
don't
though,
understand
David.
those things. No, seriously. Diane does barbering as well. So we've had our hair cut over there. Diane, she's very, very professional. Thanks so much for helping us with the Milk Fund, Diane. We really appreciate it. Okay, 2 more items, and then we're going to review everything, all right? So get up and call in, 766-1240. I have in my hand 2 tickets to see the Christmas Carol show at the Stadium Theater. Oh yes. 2 vouchers for, and that's not all, Adam.
Oh.
2 vouchers for 2 tickets at A Christmas Carol. These are date specific. They would be between December 9th and December 19th. Okay? So December 9th, and I don't have a December calendar in front of me, so I can't tell you exactly what we're doing there.
December 9th is a Friday.
It's a Friday, and December 19th is?
That's a Monday.
That's a Monday. Okay. So between date specific, it says December 9th - December 19th. So I guess it would be either one, right? The way they wrote it, I don't want to misunderstand. So December 9th, December 19th, date specific tickets here. All right, for the Stadium Theater production of A Christmas Carol, always great. But not only do you get 2 tickets to the Christmas Carol, you also get 2 concession stand vouchers.
Ooh, free popcorn.
I was waiting for but wait, there's more.
Yep,
There we go.
right, there's more. The 2 of them together here with the vouchers, $75 donor value, Stadium Theater, and that is the Christmas Carol. Very, very nice little thing. All right, and the last thing we have up today is the Wright's Farm Dairy Certificate.
Ooh.
Now, Joe
Wright's
has
Dairy
been there.
Farm.
He knows all about Wright's Farm Dairy. And so
good.
do about 1 billion other people who tried to get into the parking lot at
right,
the same
yes.
time last Wednesday. But anyway, $25 gift certificate to Wright's Farm Dairy. And you'll enjoy that, that's for sure. And that's a big, yummy one right there. So
got a lot of coffee milk with that.
that's
Yeah.
everything that we have up here. Let's go to the bid board and see what action we've had
All right, Dave, write
while
this
I've been
down.
talking over here.
The egg steamer, Dave.
Yes, the egg steamer.
$5.
The egg steamer, $5. That's the Food Network egg steamer, worth
Yep.
$15. I now have 5. And who's the bidder?
That would be Jim W.
Jim, baby, welcome back.
All right, the Christmas tree shop,
Yes.
$10.
$10 on the $25 Christmas tree shop card. That's good.
Leslie H.
Hi, Leslie. How's it going out there,
That's
kiddo?
with an IE at the end of H, by the way.
Yeah.
And the Christmas tree shop goes up to $20.
Oh, all right. Hey, sorry about that, Leslie. It went up to $20 before we even
Yeah.
announced your bid. Sorry about that. Okay.
Louise Z.
All right, Louise Z is back again. I recognize that name. Thanks for being with us again.
The Beatles poster,
The Beatles poster.
$10.
We started off halfway there. $10.
Louise Z.
All right, Louise. Thank you very much.
The basketball,
The Wilson basketball that Adam really loves.
Oh, you know,
$10.
clearly that bid was because of my excellent explanation of it.
Obviously.
You know.
$25 value. I've got $10 on it from Janny M. Jannm. I hope I have that right.
Dunkin' Donuts gift card.
Was 5.
It's now 6.
Okay.
All right.
From Janie M.
It says Janny.
Or Janie.
There used to be a Janie M.
Yeah.
And Janie M would be Jani if it's the Janie I'm thinking of.
This is Janie, so
Double N.
No, that's got to be Janie. But
right.
I can take a joke. I'll write it down.
all right. It really doesn't matter, Dave, because the Dunkin' Donuts goes to $7.
Oh,
And that,
well, so Janny or Janie? Well,
Yes.
yeah. Sorry about that. You just got outbid by Pauline S.
Pauline S.
They
By
still got-
golly,
they
Pauline's
still got the
back with us
basketball,
again
though.
this year. I like that. Thank you
That's
very
right.
much, Pauline.
Wright's
Oh,
Dairy Farm, Dave.
Yes.
$20
20 out of 25. Great bid.
from Tony D.
Tony D. All right. Thank you very much.
Are we ready to grab bells?
I
Wright's
don't
Dairy
know.
Farm goes to $25
Hey, it's an even bid.
Yeah.
from Ray D. like dinosaur.
D as in dinosaur.
Not that I'm
Very
saying anything about
nice.
his age, but there we
Very
go.
nice. Okay. Ray D as in dinosaur has an even bid, our first even bid of the year.
All right.
We appreciate that's very nice. We
That's
don't have
everything.
a bid yet on the Chance $10 gift certificate. We don't have a bid yet on the 2 tickets to the Stadium Theater's Christmas Carol plus 2 concession stand vouchers worth $75. I don't have a bid on that yet. We don't have a bid yet on the Nerf Super Soaker, the Nerf Super Soaker squirt gun worth $10. Get up and call in a bid on that one. It's a nice little toy. It's brand new in the box. The Beatles poster, which is used condition, but really nice. Louise Z has a $10 bid on that. The Polar Express sold out show next Friday, the 2nd of December, 3:30 p.m. is boarding time here at the Woonsocket Depot. The BVTC's Polar Express worth $150. I don't have one bid on it yet. Let's get a bid on that one, shall we? The Wilson basketball's at 10 out of 25. The Harvest Wreath worth $27. I'm looking for my first bid on that one. The Little General cards, we have 5 $5 gift cards, and we have $4 bid on each of the 5 from Tony D. And we don't have a bid yet on the Bulova wood wall clock with the Westminster chimes and the pendulum and all the rest of that sort of stuff. So I think we've gone through just about everything here that we have or don't have for bids. Call in right now, 766-1240, 766-1240. Shall we show something again that maybe needs a little something extra? How about that harvest wreath?
All right.
If you're viewing on our television stream, then you're seeing a picture of it right now. Maybe it's a little too close. We can get a little different picture of it there. You don't need to get Adam in there.
But he's so photogenic.
You just need the hand for the Vanna. There we go.
Here it is. Now that wonderful harvest wreath made up of all kinds of harvest materials, twigs and branches, and some lovely, lovely flowers. Now those are not real flowers. They're not
Yeah, you
gonna
don't have to
wilt on
water
you.
it, huh?
That's right. You don't have to water it. It's not going to wilt on you. It's going to look this good next year. That's the harvest wreath worth $27. Let's get a bid on it right now, Joe.
Dave, we got a bid on the squirt gun.
We
Grab
got
those
a bid on
bells.
the Super Soaker.
$20.
All right, 20 out of 10. That's an over bid. Our first one of the year.
All right.
All right.
Let's hear it for Scott M.
Scott M., thank
Look
you
at
very
that.
much for the
Yes, the
Super
Super
Soaker.
Soaker.
All right.
And you didn't think it was going to sell. Actually, it was my son. He just said, who's gonna buy this? You'll see.
Well, it's an amazing thing, AJ. You haven't seen the Milk Fund auctions the way we have
Oh,
done
yeah.
through the years. It's an amazing thing, and as the season gets on, it gets squirrelier and squirrelier as we go. And we're delighted, too. We got 19 minutes left to our auction here, so let's get up and call in right now, 766-1240. We'll review all of our bids in just a few moments. But we're getting a first bid in on the stadium
Oh, look at
package
that.
for Christmas Carol. I'll tell you about that in just a moment. Once again, I say now it's 18 minutes left to our auction here today. We end at 5. We're here from 4 to 5 every weekday. And on Saturday mornings, you can join Romeo and Darren tomorrow morning on the Saturday show from 6 a.m. to 9 o'clock for a 3-hour auction tomorrow with great items that are being donated every day by our being picked up by our wonderful committee and by our wonderful merchants and professionals and just regular plain folks across the area there. So let's see what that bid is for the stadium. It's worth $75. I got a $40
right.
bid on the stadium Christmas Carol. Very nice from Mark R.
Woo.
Thank you. That's Mark with a C-R. Like that.
And
That's
Mark's
the 2
still
tickets
at
to the
it.
stadium Christmas Carol.
And Dave,
the
Mark put
concession stands.
in a bid for the Bulova clock.
Our first bid on the Boulevard Wall clock.
$175.
$175
Wow.
is a nice bid on
Oh,
that.
Mark R is
Mark
feeling
R.
very
Mark.
generous
All
today.
right.
Yes.
I'm going to have to think about whether we can do better on another day or whether we're going to sell it today. I'll make that decision in 17 minutes
Okay,
at
Dave.
the end of the auction.
Polar
Yeah.
Express
Polar
package
Express is
tickets.
going up.
$80. That's the first bid, right?
Ooh,
I
that's
believe
a
so.
nice bid.
That's
yeah.
also
Mark.
Mark R.
Very
That's,
nice,
very good.
Mark. All right. Well, Mark, that's another one right there. 80 out of 150 is a good substantial bid. I like that. It's a little over halfway there.
Mark
And-
must have won Powerball at some point.
Well, no, he's a very, very generous man with a
Absolutely.
big heart. So 17 minutes, we'll be done. 766-1240 is the telephone number to call. We have people ready to answer your calls right now here on our Milk Fund radio auction. This is a radio auction, actually, folks, but we put it on the internet so you can see stuff.
For your convenience.
You can't bid on the internet. There's no comments connected to the picture. If you send us an email, we'll see it tomorrow, and
say
you
thank
will
you
have
very
missed
much.
the 5 o'clock deadline.
Yeah.
So we're making light of it, but we don't want people to misunderstand.
Right.
The fact that we put it on the internet is only so that you can see and be part of it. Because we have some ideas, some wonderful things like this beautiful Bulova clock,
Yep.
which is so visual. Because I'm not starting it up so you don't hear the tick-tock in the Westminster chimes. And if I did, you'd say, oh, well, that's very nice if that's all you heard on the radio. What does it look like on my wall? Well, you can see it if you go to our YouTube channel, which is called On Worldwide YouTube. You can get that on any smart TV, on your phone, on your tablet, on your computer. Doesn't make any difference. You can get it. And then, of course, on our Facebook page, we have a live video feed there. It's the same feed on our Facebook page. On our Twitter page, which is, Woonsocket Radio, I think is what we are, the
Yes.
handle on Twitter.
Yeah.
Woonsocket Radio is what you're looking for. And so there you have it. And then there's the other one called Daily Motion.
I haven't heard of that one.
Yeah,
Do you know that one?
Surprise! I've
They
used
sent
it
us a
few
note,
times.
said, Dave, we'd
Have
love to
you?
have your live stream. So we're sending it out,
There we go.
multiplexing it out to all the different stream places.
Daily
right
Motion.
there.
Okay.
All right, Daily Motion. Yeah, it is cool, huh? All right, look at those. George is staring at you again, Joe.
He's been scaring me all week.
Louis Z would like to take George Harrison home so he doesn't see the picture was just outside the studio door on a table out there.
Looks like some guy staring at me.
That's right. Joe came in this morning. He says, "This guy's staring at me, Dave."
And Dave, where is he staring at him from? At Joe from?
From the picture.
Washington, D.C.
Oh, is that what you're thinking? Oh, yeah. Okay, Washington, D.C. All right. Hey, listen, I could take a joke like anybody. So there you go. Yeah, you're right about that. I didn't see the Capitol building in the distance. I just saw,
It was a good assumption. The Beatles,
manufactured
England.
in England. And
Right.
I said, well, okay, fine. All right, moving along. Hello. Let's get right to it.
Those are not the
bidding has
chimes
slowed
from the
down.
Bulliver Watch.
No. That's the chimes from my
Cell
my
phone.
cell phone over here. Somebody's trying to raise my attention, and I hope it's not something that. It's Lisa Carcefaro who's just texted us saying, "Please say hi and thank you to Adam for coming in and subbing for me today."
Oh, hi, Lisa. Anytime.
There you go. All right. Back to the bids. 766-1240. Get up and call in now. What's going to happen in just a few minutes? We're going to call off any bidding from the floor. And the people out there in the audience, anybody outside this building will have the auction all to themselves. We do that because sometimes people who are out there figuring, well, one of the celebrity auctioneers will just outbid me and things like that.
Yeah, I'm not
I'll
like
just
that.
to go over, because this is the first auction. Dave Richards doesn't bid. I don't bid. I can never bid. I'm the auctioneer. I'm the one that says sold. So by the rules, I cannot bid because I make the decision on selling things. Otherwise, it'd just be so Rhode Island. so
I win everything.
Right?
No. So the point I'm trying to make is that they would be concerned that maybe somebody inside the building would just outbid them, one of our telephone operators or something like that. We don't allow that to happen after a certain point. And that's usually about 10 minutes left of the auction. At 5 minutes left of the auction, I call for final bids. That's at 5 minutes before 5, I call for final bids. You better get it in there, believe me, because you're trying to get through. And I got complaints, beaucoup. Oh, we can't get in, the line's busy. Mm-hmm. Well, I'm sorry. You have an hour from the beginning of 4 o'clock to be part of the auction. And as soon as you hear the item, you can call in your best bid. If you want to up it, do it early. Do it about now. Do it quarter of. Do it 12, 13 of. It's 13 minutes of right now. And get those bids in, because when it gets to 5 of, and I say last call, everybody goes bajibbitas out there, and you can't get into the... Well, some people do, but not that many. So anyway, and then we do the all clear. We finish up the auction, and we sell everything off to everybody. That's the name of the game here. We're going to do this 24 more times after today. Once tomorrow morning, we'll be back again at 4 o'clock on Monday through Friday, all next week, right up until Friday, the 23rd of December at 5 o'clock, we finish up the auction. And that's the way that's... Oh, wait a minute. I'm wrong about that. The 23rd is a morning auction, isn't it?
Yes, it is. We do that. We're starting at 9
We do
on
that in the
day.
morning so people have a chance to pick up and pay during the day.
There we go. Yep.
Yeah, because, what's the use, right? You can't pick it up and pay for it like that. Okay, so let's get right to all of our
Nothing
bids
new
right
yet,
now.
so-
All right, the Boulevard wood clock. The wood wall clock with Westminster chimes and the pendulum and everything. Beautiful piece of work. $375 donor value. I got $175 bid from a very reliable bidder, and I'm tempted to take it. So if you want that Boulevard wood clock, don't play around, folks. Get in now. You try to spike a bid on this auction, you go home unhappy. So there you go. The Little General gift cards are worth $5 each. I only have $4 on each of the 5. Usually they get overbid on the first auctions. The Harvest wreath is still waiting for its bid. I can't sell it without a $1 bid. Give me $1 for it. Let's get it started here. The Wilson basketball worth $25. I've got 10. The Polar Express train ride tickets worth $150. I've got 80 bid right now. I'm tempted to sell those today. Let's see. The Beatles poster worth $20. I've got 10 bid. The Super Soaker, the Nerf Super Soaker, I've got 20 overbid on that one from Scott M. The Food Network egg steamer. This is the caddy that you put in your pressure cooker and you cook your eggs in the pressure cooker. It comes with instructions. It's worth $15. I've got 5 from Jim W. The Christmas tree shop, $25 gift certificate. I've got 20 bid on it right now. The Dunkin' Donuts gift card. It's worth 10. I've got 7 bid. The 2 stadium tickets to the Christmas Carol on the specific dates, December 9th,
Yes,
December 19th,
Thanks, Dave, because they're asking in the back, what are the dates for the Christmas Carol?
December 9th, December 19th.
Okay, I hope they got that.
And the way it's written on here, I'm so tempted to say it's December 9th through the. If there's
It can't be December 9th through the 19th. That's if there's only 2 tickets.
Well, no, wait a minute. It's the choice of dates. I'm going to
Yeah.
open up the envelope. It's stapled shut. I'm going to pull the tickets out so we can look at them. We really need that. Voucher for 2 tickets to any one of 9 shows. December
Oh.
9th
There we go.
to the 19th.
I hate being wrong.
And 2 concession vouchers. So, yeah, redeem in advance at the Stadium Theater box office. Don't come there the night of, because they're just looking for tickets. Go ahead, and you can choose December 9th through the 19th, any one of 9 shows, and there you have it. Donor value is $75. We have $40 bid right now from Mark R. Thank you very much. Next, it's the even bid on the Wrights Farm Dairy gift certificate.
Or Wrights-
$25 bid for
or
Ray
Wrights-
D is an even bid.
Or Wright's Dairy Farm, Dave.
Yeah, Wright's Farm Dairy. Wright's Dairy Farm. Yeah, okay, I can go with that. Wright's Dairy Farm. But it's not the Wright's Farm restaurant. It's the Wright
No.
Farm Dairy.
Well, right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
they call it Wrights Farm Dairy in England.
Do they? Okay.
Yeah. They do everything backwards over there. Have you seen where they put the steering wheels?
Oh, I know.
All right. So let's see. The Chan's $10 gift certificate doesn't have a bid yet. Come on. What else do we have doesn't have a bid?
Well, we are getting
The
some more
Harvest
bids.
Wreath. Get up and call right now, 766-1240. I'm going to call off any bidding from the floor. It's all up to you folks out there who are enjoying the auction out there on
All right.
the radio.
You ready, Dave?
Yes, I'm
Write-
ready.
write
We
these
got
down.
more bids. We got more bids.
Polar Express tickets.
Yes.
$100.
$100. There you listening,
Scott-
Mark R.
Scott McGee.
Scott McGee.
Oh.
I could sell these today.
Now, the Christmas tree shop.
Scott McGee. Didn't he just get elected to
He
something?
did.
He sure did.
I'll be
The
a
Christmas
second.
tree shop goes to $30, also from Scott McGee.
The Christmas tree shop was $25 value, goes to $30. That's an overbid. All right, Scott's doing his shopping early. All righty.
The Christmas Carol tickets.
Christmas Carol ticket.
$50.
$50.
From
That's
Scott
50 out of
McGee.
75. Marky, you're listening. You've been outbid. $50 out of 75 now. Is that Scott again?
Scott McGee, yes.
Okay. See, the screen is to the back of me, so I can't
Yeah, so
see always.
I can see it.
There
so
you go.
it's
And
facing
what
me.
next we have to
Dunkin'
offer?
Donuts gift card.
Yes.
$8.
It was at 5, at 6, at 7. Now it's at 8 out of 10 from
Tony D.
Tony,
Tony
our
with an
first
I.
bidder of the year. All right. Thanks, Tony.
The Boulevard Clock, Dave, from
Yes.
Piet Jewelers. $176.
176.
Oh,
Mark,
boy.
you just got
By one.
outbid by a buck. There you go. $176 in the Boulevard Wall.
From
Woodwall
Leslie
Clock.
H.
Hi, Leslie. Thank you very much, Leslie. All
And
right.
we're going to bid for the Chan's gift card.
All right. Good.
$5.
$5 for Chance.
Pauline S.
Thanks, Pauline. And Pauline, can I interest you in a harvest wreath? It's the only thing we don't have a bid on. Somebody give me a buck for that because it's got to go. There you go. Dunkin' Donuts is going up again.
$10.
Oh, wait a minute. It's an even
It's
bid.
even bid.
$10.
And we're waiting for the name to be typed for us.
Drum roll, please.
It's anonymous so far.
No, it isn't.
There we
Gotta
go.
be a bid name. All right,
Also,
Pauline S.
yeah, there we go.
Thanks, Pauline. She had the $7 bid too and got outbid by Tony. Well, an even bid. Pauline S. Thank you very much. That's really great. It's the Milk Fund Radio Auction, folks. And in a couple of minutes, I'm going to give you the last call to call in and bid today. Right now, we have about a minute and a half before the last call. If my watch is
Oh.
correct over here.
Chan's gift certificate, Dave.
Chance is going up. It's worth 10. What do we got now?
$10.
Even bid.
And that's from Sheila.
Hey, Sheila, how you doing?
I don't have a last initial yet. So.
It's coming. Sheila
S, there we go.
Sheila S. Thank you very much. All right, yeah. So listen, let's do a quick recap here, and then we're going to do last call. All right.
All right.
Keep track of where we are on the bid board there,
I see
Joe,
where- I
because
see
the
where we
phones
are.
are coming in. And by the way, Joe's going to cough up a buck for the Milk Fund for every telephone call that comes in today. That in itself should cause you to call 766-1240 before 5 o'clock. We're all done at 5 o'clock. In just a few minutes, we're going to go to the last call. So let's see. The Boulevard Wood Clock. with the Westminster chimes and the thing. The beautiful, beautiful piece of work here is you don't need an electric cord for this, folks. It works on a pendulum, you know, and so you can put it on any wall, any place that's going to look nice. It's worth $375, donated by the Piet Jewelers. Mark gave me a $175 bid. Leslie gave me a $176 bid. I'd like to get better than that. I'd like to get over 200 on that before we sell it, if you don't mind. But let's see what we can do with that. All right, the Little General gift cards still underbid at $4 out of, on each of the $5 gift cards from Tony D.
Oh.
Harvest wreath, anything?
Nothing yet on the harvest wreath.
Wait a minute. But just as I'm turning around, I'm noticing. Quit giving me text. Just because I'm
very
not
popular.
taking bids from text, folks. So unless we're off the air, that could be the transmitter calling me saying that we're off the air.
We look fine from here.
All right. Now the Mark has responded to Leslie H's 176 bid. Shut up.
On the
I'm
clock.
gonna shut that thing off when I come next time.
Polar Express wondering where you are.
Yeah. All right. So anyway, so the Boulevard the Boulevard Wood Wall Clock, beautiful piece. Was $175 for Mark R, $176 Leslie H. Now Mark has come back with a better bid, $185 on that Boulevard Wood Clock, and that's Mark R, our original bidder, back to protect his original bid.
Christmas
Carol's
Carol.
going up, right? It was at 40. It was at 50. It's now 55 out of 75. Our bidder is
Mark R.
Mark R, who was our... Each time he's gotten outbid, he's come back again. Let's see what happens next.
Egg
Stay
steamer.
tuned. Egg steamer, worth 15. I had 5. Now I got
7.
7. That's Jim W, who's protecting his original bid. I'm going to throw this thing out of the studio. Seriously speaking, if it's not a transmitter or something, I just got to look. Oh no! This is just people who have
Having
my
fun?
personal telephone number who are calling up trying to put bids in.
AJ, take that outside.
AJ, take this. Put that out in the front office.
You just threw that phone. That was impressive.
Yes. Well, it's got the rubber case on it.
Dave, the Boulevard
right.
clock.
All right, we're going up on the clock. You know, I
One-
might sell that clock. We're getting close to what my target was.
$190.
$190. Leslie H and Mark R are going at it for the clock. It's 4 minutes before 5, almost 3 minutes before 5. We're done at 5 o'clock here. Leslie H. So give us a call right now, 766-1240, and see what we can do. Have we got all the bids up there?
Yes, we've hit them all.
Okay, good. We still don't have a buck on that harvest.
Oh, man.
I can't put a buck on it. And nobody in the building can now because I called off bids from inside the building. So all right, so here we go. The Boulevard Wood Wall Clock, 190 out of 375. I've got 20 out of 25 bid on our Little General 5 gift cards. Nothing bid on the Harvest Wreath, and it's the only thing that doesn't have a bid. The Wilson Basketball, 10 out of 25. Janie's got that one. Polar Express tickets for the 3:30 boarding next Friday, December 2nd. Worth $150. I've got $100. I could sell that today. Any other further bids on that one? Call
Not yet.
766-1240, 766-1240. If the telephone line is busy, hang up and call again because it doesn't get unbusy while you wait. The Beatles poster, worth 20. I've got 10. I'm going to sell that today. The Nerf Super Soaker, worth 10. I got 20 from some guy who wanted to bid overbid 20. So actually, I think I know what he wants that for. I won't say it on the air, though. Food Network Egg Steamer, worth 15. I've got 7. The Christmas Tree Shop gift certificate, worth 25. I've got an overbid of 30, thank you. The Dunkin' Donuts, we're down to a minute and 13 seconds left to our auction. Then we're going to say no more calls. So if you don't get in now, by golly.
Dave,
Yes?
the Boulevard clock,
Yeah.
$201.
$201
From Mark R.
Mark, okay. Mark's taking me literally today, isn't he? All right.
All right, Dave, you got the wreath. Finally.
Yay, we got a bit of the wreath.
$5.
We sell everything. Good. And who's the bidder?
Also from Mark R.
All right, Mark, you're a sweetheart.
And the call's here.
Yeah, he's...
Yeah. For those of you watching at home,
Hi,
you can see
Joe
how
Nato's
that.
taking pictures.
Well, we'll let him. All right, now we get out. Now get out of the camera range.
Yeah.
Back in.
Standing in front of TV cameras is what Joe Nato does best. No. I'm only kidding about that. So where were we? The Christmas
That's it,
tree
the
shop,
cri-
the Dunkin'
the wreath.
Donut. Dunkin' Donut was 10 out of 10. I got 55 out of 75 on the stadium. I'm going to sell that today. 25 out of 25 on the Wright's Dairy Farm gift certificate. 10 out of 10 on the Chans. That's going today. Let's see. We're at 201 out of 375 on the Boulevard Wood wall clock. And you know, that's a really nice bid, Mark.
It is.
And it really is. And we're coming down to about 20 seconds. Do we have all the lines busy right now, Joe?
Well, there's one person on the line.
15 seconds. Call 766-1240. Get your last bid in.
The clock.
10 seconds. 10 seconds to call 766-1240. All right, we're down to 5 seconds now. Call 766-1240 and...
Clock goes to $202 from Leslie H. Want to keep going, Dave?
Well, it's 5 o'clock.
I mean, hold it over till tomorrow. I mean, Monday.
Well, you know,
And see if Leslie and Mark go back
these
and
two
forth.
bidders, I feel like I'm going to really be disappointing them if I don't do that.
You're
But
gonna- well, you're gonna
I have this
disappoint one.
responsibility to raise as much money as we can for our charity.
Well, we got to read.
Polar
again.
Express.
Polar Express, a new bidder on the Polar Express came in at the last minute
For
$105.
Becky H.
And
All right. And now the wreath. All the way to $30.
that's Tyler Martin.
That's an overbid on my
It is.
$25 wreath. $27 wreath.
Now the name says Tylik. But,
that-
I
that's-
don't know too many people named Tylik.
Nah, something tells me that's a Tyler Martin.
Yeah,
Tyler
let's put an IR.
Martin.
It is Tyler. Very
Yeah.
good.
Good. Okay. All right.
Dave, we're past 5, so
We're past 5 o'clock. No more calls, please. Are there any lines?
There's nobody on the line.
Nobody on the line? Okay. That's it. The auction's over. No more calls.
Oh.
Somebody give me a high sign.
They're typing in now.
Oh, yeah.
So-
Folks, it does take a minute or two to get your bid on the piece of paper bid slip, to get it onto the screen in front of us. So there is some time in the system.
Yep.
Clock. The
After
Boulevard
we
clock
stop.
from Piet Jewelers goes
Yep.
to 205.
205.
And you can
Mark-
guess who that's from.
Mark R.
I'll be a son
They're
of a
liking, they're
gun.
liking the clock.
Mark R. It is a pretty clock.
It is.
I've never had a clock that nice.
Yeah.
I'd never owned one that nice.
And we're all clear, Dave.
All right, we're clear. That means all the bids are out of the system. Well, let's do the low-hanging fruit first. Time to grab the bells because it's time to sell stuff for the Milk Fund. All right, Sheila S., you've got the Chan's gift certificate for $10 for the Milk Fund. Sold. Ray D., thanks for your $25 even bid of the Wright's Dairy Farm gift certificate. Thank you very much. Mark R., you got the 2 tickets to the stadium plus the concession vouchers worth $75. You may. That's pretty good. 55 out of 75. Thanks for the $55 for the Milk Fund. We'll buy milk with every penny of it. All right, the Dunkin' Donuts even bid on the gift card there. Pauline S., you're the winner. Thank you very much, Pauline. Christmas tree shop a gift certificate worth $25. I got a $30 overbid from Scott McGee. All right, thanks, Scott. Then we have the Food Network egg steamer worth $15. Jim gets a nice bargain there, $7. And I think you'll like that, Jim. Hopefully you have a pressure cooker. All right. And then the Super Soaker went for a $20. That's $10 over its value. $20 bid to Scott M. Sold for the Milk Fund. There you go. The Super Soaker's gone. The Beatles poster, Louise Z. Your $10 bid takes it for the Milk Fund. Thank you very much, and you saved yourself a couple of bucks too. Now the Wilson basketball, our first bid for I still think that's Janie M. Although there were 2 N's in it when I saw it on the screen. $10 bid. You save a couple of bucks, and you help the Milk Fund with $10. Sold to Janie, the Wilson basketball.
Go
The
Sports.
Harvest Wreath, Tyler Martin.
Coming in at the end.
He gets a hug, I'll tell you. Next time I see him. $30. Oh, over. Tony D, you saved yourself a couple of bucks with a $4 bid on each of the $5 gift cards. That's $20 for the Milk Fund right there. $20. All right. Now let's see. Now Dave has to make decisions. 105 on the Polar Express. Time ran out. And we're awful sorry about this, but decisions must be made. I'm going to sell it for $105. Don't you think I should, guys?
Yes.
$105 to Polar Express next Friday. Becky H., you and someone else is going to be in the Comet car going to the North Pole right here from Woonsocket. Thank you very much. $105 the high bid there. Save yourself some money, too. All right, now let's, our final item that we haven't sold yet, we have to make a decision on this Boulevard Wood wall clock. We have some spirited bidding here. Could we get more money for it? Yes. Would we disappoint those who have bid so far? which is actually
Yes.
2 people. Yes. And $375, $205, that's $170 less than the donor value, but it's $205 for the milk fund, so it's well over half. What are you thinking, guys? I'm tempted to sell it.
I say sell it.
Yep, absolutely.
There you go. All right. We're sold for the milk fund. Mark R, $205. Wowee. And I think the Piettes will be very pleased with that figure, don't
Yes.
you, Joe?
Yes.
Especially the way the people went for it today. I like that a lot. All right, well, folks, that's it. Now, the next thing is,
One more thing.
yes,
27 calls.
27 calls. That means Joe's got to cough up 27 buckaroos.
AJ.
He reaches out his hand to his son.
I left my wallet in Maine.
yeah.
Figures.
All righty. Well, anyway, folks, next up is pick up and pay, folks. You can't do that today, but we and tomorrow we're not going to pick up and pay. Denise says let's do that in December. So it'll
late
be
November.
Monday through Friday, 8 to 4,
Yeah.
or call the business line at 762-1240 during the day, and we'll make special arrangements for you to pick up and pay during the course of the week as well, okay? If the 8 to 4 doesn't work for you Monday through Friday, we'll take care of you, okay? One way or the other. You can use cash. You can use a check made out to the Milk Fund. Please do not make it out to the radio station. We can't cash it, all right? And then also, I mean, we could cash it, but then how do you explain that to everybody? But so make it out to the Milk Fund. All your different types of, all your popular plastic. It's the Visa, MasterCard, Discover, American Express. We take them all. You can tap them in the machine over here, and it's very simple. Our underwriters, Diane's Barber Stylist, Blackstone, and the Navigant Credit Union, with offices all over the state of Rhode Island, have underwritten the cost of your plastic credit card purchases here at our Milk Fund auction. Our next auction is coming up tomorrow morning at 6 o'clock to 9 o'clock with Romeo Berthium and Darren Cooper on the Saturday show. I'll be back along with Joe. And who's our guest auctioneers next Monday? Is it Steve Casey coming in, I think? I don't have it in front of me right now.
In front of me.
Denise, I think Denise told me that Steve Casey, or maybe Melissa told me that. But anyway, we'll have special guest auctioneers on Monday. We'll have some fun here. It is what now? Peter Hopkins and Steve Casey.
Oh, boy.
You got a lawyer and a firefighter and a state representative all in the same room at the same time. It could be interesting. Be with us on the Milk Fund radio auction next Monday from 4 to 5 for that, but tomorrow morning with Romeo. Thank you very, very much from the bottom of my heart for your generosity today, and thanks so much for getting us off to a great start. Thanks to A.J. Callahan, who's in the background over there waving to you, and you can't see him. That's all right. Thanks to Adam Brunetti, who on 5 minutes' notice came up and filled in as our guest
Absolutely.
auctioneer today. Thank you. Really appreciate that, AJ. Thanks, Joe.
And Adam.
Thanks. What's that?
And Adam.
Did I say Adam Brunetti?
No, you were thanking Adam, but said AJ.
Oh, sorry, Adam.
It's fine, Dan.
Yeah, right. Thank you. And thanks to Joe Nato for not using a flash bulb on his camera and blinding me. And thanks to you, Joe Callahan, for being with us on
Absolutely.
the show again today. All right. Thanks so much for remembering the Milk Fund. We'll be here again, 24 more auctions till the 23rd of December. Pick up and pay starts on Monday morning at 8 o'clock. Make it a good day. And we return you now to Chuck Matthews and the rest of Greatest Hits USA.
Broadcasting live and local daily from the Navigant Credit Union broadcast studio at the corner of Park Avenue and Kennedy Street in Woonsocket. This is ON AM and FM.
WOON Woonsocket. All the favorites that keep you singing.